and welcome Toastmasters, honored guests in the class of Greystone 2017. In 480 BC, King Leonidas led a force of 7,000 men from the Greek city-state of Sparta to defend against the overwhelming invasion of Greece from the Persian army. And for 3 days they fought gallantly to defend Greece and ultimately Western civilization. They fought as warriors, as any warrior would. And these kinds of wars have been present throughout society, from the Spartans to the samurai to the golden horde of Genghis Khan to the Knights of the Renaissance and the colonial army of the British Army. They have all reserved their spot in history, and they have all written their stories of warriors. But for the past 241 years, those stories have been written by the United States Marine Corps. They may be tough, they are tough, they may be arrogant, maybe a tad raggedy, but they are the best at what they do, and that is eliminating the enemy. And for centuries and a half, they have fought that way. And they have continually recruited young men and women to do so. And what is it about the Marine Corps that does this to the men and women, to make them want to serve their country and fight for freedom the way that they do for so long? Well, it's because the Marines are the most proud of who they are. There's no group more enthusiastic about their own history than the United States Marine Corps. They will send many men into battle. They may know that they will die, but they will do it anyways because that is their job and they know how to do it and they are motivated to do it. They are the most ancient of all the branches, but they are not outdated. And they are the most functional of all the branches, arguably. Now, the Marine Corps was established in 1775 on November 10th in the basement of a tavern. Kind of shows the personality of the Marines, right? Wrong. They're not drunks. They're warriors. And this has been established through all of their battles. And the battle may be the Battle of the Chinese Republic, or the Civil War, or Guadalcanal, or Belleau Wood. And each battle has a story of a Marine. And each one of them has a specific Marine that has stood out, or multiple. All of them stand out, but these ones stand out specifically. It could be Sergeant John Basilone, Sergeant Daly, Lieutenant General Chester Pollard, or the recently deceased Colonel John Glenn. All men, all heroes, different missions, different times, all Marines. And they all have that fighting spirit. Maybe not to fight on the battlefield. John Glenn was a discoverer. He advanced the human race. But all the other ones, they're fighters. Such as when Sergeant John Basilone personally took upon himself single-handedly to operate a 4-man machine gun to help repel the invading Japanese assault on Guadalcanal, even having to resort to using his machete in fierce hand-to-hand combat. Or during the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir, when Lieutenant General Chester Pollard was notified by one of his colonels, "Sir, we're surrounded. We have no retreat." Lieutenant General looked around, and with his strong jaw, he said, "Perfect. Now we can shoot in any direction." Every Marine has that sort of fighting spirit. They don't want to retreat. They want to fight and assault through because they know that the rest of the country is depending on them. And they know that they need their help from their brothers and sisters in the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy to do it. And they will work with anybody they need to. And they will fight with them. They fight so hard, in fact, that they have earned the nickname Devil Dog. Because during 1917, Battle of Belleau Wood, the German officer that was in charge of the company that was continually being overrun by Marines in the trenches has been quoted saying, "These Marines, they fight like dogs from hell. They are inhuman." And it is that kind of fighting spirit that is instilled upon every Marine, literally the instant they step off that white bus at boot camp. They step on the yellow footprints and stand at attention. And it is more, those yellow footprints represent more than a Marine standing at attention. It represents every single Marine that came before them, Sergeant John Basilone or Sergeant Daly. It represents all of them. Every single one that might have came before them and fought and won in a war and been a reason that we are here today speaking about this topic. It represents them and their sacrifices. And from then on, they encounter the hardest and most gruesome recruit training, basic recruit training of all the branches of 13 weeks. so that they can instill upon their Marines that they are warriors, because each Marine is a rifleman, and each Marine must know how to assault a position. Same with officers. If an officer is unable to assault with a battalion and lead a battalion in assault, they are unfit to be a Marine Corps officer, plain and simple. And the Marines have always trained historically hard in terms of the crucible of boot camp or the Quigley OCS, Marine Corps OCS. And there they also learn how to be the most prepared. Marines are the most prepared. They are just the most undersupplied. And it's been historically a problem. It's even gotten so bad that there's been a joke about it that has been brought up by the Marine Corps, where a Marine Corps squad goes to rescue an Army squad. And the Army squad says, "Sir, we're pinned down, we need to get out here." He says, "All right, I got you, let's go." He says, "Okay, use your radio, let's call in some choppers and we'll get out of here." He says, "Sorry, we don't have long-range radios, we can't reach back to base." He says, "Okay, we'll use your targeting system and see if you'll be able to eliminate the top." He says, "Sorry, sir, we can't do that. We don't have that." He says, "Okay, well, you have a map, we can just get out here using a map, use it this way." He says, "Sorry, sir, we don't have a map." He says, "You don't have a map?" "No. What do you have?" He's in his pockets. He's like, "Well, I have this kill clip and some strangle string." The Army Lieutenant looks at it and says, "That is a paper clip and some yarn." He says, "No, it's not. It's a kill clip and a strangle string, and I'll use this to my full advantage to kill the enemy." And that's the kind of tenacity that all Marines encompass. They will do whatever means necessary to eliminate their enemy and preserve democracy and freedom in the United States. America has entrusted them with their safety to be able to assault amphibiously against foreign invaders as well as tyrants throughout history. General Polar may have called them a bunch of raggedy-ass Marines, but he appreciated them. And God has entrusted his Marines to fight and guard the gates of heaven. And I think General James Mad Dog Mattis said it best: "There's no better friend and no worse enemy than a United States Marine." Thank you.